JPC Letters. A study of the Blavatsky term, the immense load which bears upon this point of center, where weight ceases. Latest research asserts that so-called black holes do not exist and has been mathematically proven. The maths used is of course not the spiritual mathematics spoken of by the Tibetan master. Let us take a look at the use of the term singularity with the ageless wisdom of the Secret Doctrine. Quote, "A vacuous point far more minute than a molecule, in fact, to express this truth properly, on an inter-etheric point. SD 1557. 1888. We can see that indeed the occult description might well be termed a singularity, which is also an abstract term akin to the Keely neutral center. In regard spiritual mathematics of which we know relatively nothing, and material mathematics which can be used to prove or disprove material form and illusion, there is no comparison, and the reason there can be nonsensical theories is due to our lack of understanding and appreciation of occult science, and of our reliance upon material science. The radiation detected coming from black holes emits from internal etheric and hyper-etheric sources, originating from the logos directing thought, as HPB describes it. It is of course the gross manifestation of this higher reality. The denser atoms of a star are shed to provide material for the formation of other stars. A black hole draws to itself such material. From this fourth etheric sphere the dense physical bodies are created. When stars and kingdoms are formed as the dense physical body of an informing logos. Laura Mersini Houghton has a superficial view of science. There can never be a star or planet without there being the originating, vacuous point far more minute than a molecule, an inter-etheric point. For all such bodies require a foundation in strength according to the weight of the mass they have to carry, or otherwise a minute inter-etheric point. The event horizon is simply a scientific abstract which relates very closely with the subplane point, or even horizon, where dense physical gases cross over to their etheric and supergaseous, super-etheric states. The remaining mass or residual atoms of substance, in their grosser manifestation, is shed. Laura Mersini Houghton has dismissed the reality of an abstract idea of a black hole or point from which a stellar body could originate from. This equates with the no such thing as a creator, or of the possibility of a quantum, mystical or occult explanation. Black holes, or any vacuous point far more minute than a molecule do not exist, nor anything substanding the outer body exists. Numerical solution have been adjusted to apparently disprove any possibility of some underlying state of being that could account for the physical universe. A good accountant can do anything with numbers to obtain a desired goal. The theoretical study of black holes, singularities and event horizons, are bordering on an occult view of the universe. The conclusive thoughts of Mersini Houghton appear light years away from these abstract and near-accurate ideas, and could be the product of the lower mind being the slayer of the real. Laura Mersini Houghton, quotation. Einstein's theory of gravity predicts the formation of black holes, but a fundamental law of quantum theory states that no information from the universe can ever disappear. Mersini Houghton appears to have misinterpreted the law of general and special relativity as it states that energy is ever transformed into different states and is never lost but only converted into a higher or lower forms of energy. It was embodied in the formula E equals mc squared. Energy conversion within the universe is a given phenomena, and as yet has not realistically been squared with its transference or conversion into etheric or super-etheric states, and beyond. Black holes of Einstein and neutral centers or La points of Keely were predicted, and discussed as has been the no loss of energy, information, of relativity and occult science. It is the inaccurate formulas of mundane science that are the products and problems of mundane scientific thought. Only when science realizes and accepts the fourth ether, the supergaseous state, which DK assures us is being studied but not admitted, and that of the second ether which light uses as a medium, will the higher threshold of light and beyond become better understood, and the formula E equals mc squared, and the relative material constant of light be better comprehended and expanded upon. Quote, "The imagination staggers in contemplating the immense load which bears upon this point of center, where weight ceases. This is what we understand by a neutral center." JWKHPB. Secret Doctrine 1, 557. This is an example of a star or galaxy of stars, bearing upon a singularity, black hole, inter-etheric point, or neutral center I.e., a gravitational point governed by the great law of attraction. JPC. September 27, 2014.